Hi there. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is the 25th of November. I'm Emily Vukovic. Tom Reynolds will be joining me. He's got all of your traffic updates in just a few moments. Temperatures this morning, little on the cool side throughout southern Ontario. I don't know about you, but I wore like a full-length parka into work today. Yesterday I was putting up Christmas lights and I couldn't feel my toes. Now this morning we're sitting into minus single digits, so we're looking at -5 through the city of Toronto, -7 through Barrie, -7 in Newmarket. So we could see trace snow amounts though, and up towards Oshawa and up towards Barrie, in through Wyerton and Parry Sound. Those of course are going to be the heavier hit areas like they normally are. But boy, I don't know. I'm thankful that I wasn't in London over the weekend. I went to school in London many years ago, so I know what it's like to be in that snow belt. I know what it's like to get slammed with 60 centimeters of snow. Now, we'll get to the details of your long-range forecast. We'll let you know how long these really cold temperatures are going to stick around. But first, here's Tom with an update on traffic. Well, we still could continue to see a little bit of light snow for the next few days. We're looking at 2 degrees for tomorrow, 1 for Wednesday. Sunshine returns for Thursday, but so do the cold temperatures. We're looking at -2, feeling closer to -9 through Hamilton. And then over the end of the week and into the weekend, temperatures remaining a little bit below our seasonal average. Hi there, good morning. It's the 25th of November. Happy Monday to you. Temperatures are cool this morning, but not as cold as they were over the weekend.
Not cool. They're cold. Now, you've been using the word cool and cold over the last month or so. This is officially...
I don't know.
At least a month. This is officially cold.
All right, it is cold.
It's cold.
Temperatures aren't necessarily cold, but you throw in those winds and it's cold. I mean, yesterday we were feeling winds of -teens. So, yeah, anyways. We'll take a look at your current temperature values. We'll let you know how cold it is, because apparently I'm not allowed to say cool anymore.
Cold.
And I can't win with you, Tom. I really can't.
Well, you could. If you just said cold, 0, all the way to Big Goose Egg in Hamilton, and then you got zeros through KW.
Now, we are going to see a little bit of snow coming our way, and I'm going to show you the snowfall forecast in just a moment. But first, I was thinking of you over the weekend.
Were you?
Well, my husband and I have a small ladder.
Yes.
It's not a step ladder.
Right.
It's, one of those standard painting ladders. It's probably about this high. Anyway, so he gets on the ladder to put up our Christmas lights, and he can't reach the roof.
Oh, yeah.
So instead of asking the neighbors to borrow their larger ladder, I don't know if it's a man thing, a pride thing, or what. Like, you don't have a ladder big enough, so you can't go ask anybody.
Well, you got to have your own ladder.
Apparently.
Yep.
He thinks, okay, well, I'm going to get up on the roof. I'm going to go through the bathroom window and get up on the roof. And he's like shimmying on his belly, and he's hanging over the roof. Oh, it was nauseating.
Just tell him to go and buy a ladder.
You think?
Get a big boy ladder.
You know?
A big boy ladder, and you climb up the ladder, you get on the roof.
He needs a big boy ladder.
He needs a big boy ladder.
You need a big boy ladder.
That's what he needs, yeah.
Talk more about that coming up in just a few moments. But right now I'm going to turn things over to Tom. Tom, I can only imagine the traffic nightmares there. Well, we are expected to get trace amounts of snow through the GTA, but by Thursday we're looking at more sunshine. By Friday, temperatures a little bit cooler than our seasonal average. Keep in mind we should be around 4 to 5 degrees for this time of year, so we are certainly a little bit on the cool side, especially with those winds. Nobody needs this. The biggest drawback to winter weather. 100,000 people affected as Thailand battles floods one more time. Now we'll get to all of that in just a moment. But here at home, snowblowers and shovels along with backs and elbows were getting a winter workout this past weekend. If there's any doubt what season this is, then check out this. The southern part of Thailand is taking the biggest hit from the latest round of rain. We'll get into your long-range forecast details in just a moment, but first I'm turning things over to Tom Reynolds. He has an update on traffic. Hi there, it is Monday. It is the 25th of November. Thank you for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic.
And I'm Tom Reynolds, and it's a cold start to the day out there. If you're heading out, you got to find your gloves these days.
Gloves?
Scarves.
Are you kidding?
Hats, all those things.
I wear a parka that starts here.
Yeah.
It goes, oh.
Well, you know, it is cold. I mean, over the weekend, minus 12, minus 13 with wind chills. It was even colder. So it was necessary to dress in layers.
And if you were around Guelph and through St. Thomas, maybe around London,
Wow.
you experienced a decent amount of snow. We'll get to that in just a moment. First, let's take a look at our current temperatures. We're protected, which is nice.
Yeah, we are. The winds, I mean, northwesterly winds just sort of shear away, and we are sort of protected by the escarpment to some extent.
It's true. We totally are.
Yeah.
Down along the shores of Lake Erie, they'll see a little bit more snow, and that's kind of exactly what they don't need right now. Now, London picked up close to 60 centimeters of snow in some areas, and a lot of people are probably thinking, well, I know what to expect, more snow. Fortunately. Okay, we'll talk about that coming up. We'll get into your long-range details, but first, here's Tom. Any delays? Well, we stay below our seasonal average. We should be around 4 to 5 degrees for this time of year. We're going to see daytime highs around 2, 1. Some wet snow continuing tomorrow, possibly even into Wednesday. Thursday, we're looking at -2, feeling like -9, but the sunshine's going to return. And through Oshawa, we could see some snowfall for the next 3 days. Temperatures again staying below our seasonal average. As we get closer to the weekend, yeah, it's looking and feeling a lot more winter-like throughout the GTA. Well, you're going to need your shades in some areas. We could see some sunshine through St. Catharines and in through Kitchener and Orangeville this afternoon, but temperatures will be cold. We are going to be seeing a high of 1 through Toronto, 0 through Hamilton. We're looking at -2 through Barrie. Some areas are still going to be dealing with a little bit of lake effect snow, so we could see a few centimeters, especially areas a little bit further north. It is going to stay cold down toward London. -2 is the daytime high. Hi there. Temperatures are continuing to be really cool throughout much of southern Ontario, and a lot of areas are still seeing snow, and we'll get to that in just a few moments. But first, I'm pretty sad that my Ticats lost. I know. The score was bad, too. It was like 43-21, something like that. I really did feel bad for them after the first half. I thought, well, that's it. I'm going to bed. And that's exactly what I did. I couldn't stay up to watch the disaster that it turned into. This was on Saturday. A lot of people in Regina were getting excited for the Grey Cup with partying in it. In Guelph, Ontario, this dog does not look thrilled. Look at this little guy. He's like, what? What's going on? I was just enjoying a little nap, and now there's snow. Maybe I'll just taste it, see what it's like. Could see trace amounts of snow today. We still do have a little bit of lake effect coming off the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Don't forget, we would love to see your stuff. All you need to do is upload your pictures and your video to upload.theweathernetwork.com. All right, I'm going to turn things over to Tom Reynolds right now. He has an update on your commute. Hi there. Good morning. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. It's Monday. It is November the 25th. Christmas is literally 1 month away.
1 month away.
1 month away.
It is, and certainly everything is evident out there that it is close by because Christmas trees are on every single corner now being for sale.
I put mine up yesterday.
Not a real one, eh?
No.
No.
You got to talk to my husband about that.
I
can't discuss.
Okay.
Let's discuss this beautiful picture.
All right. Yeah.
Max sent this in from Toronto, Ontario, and you can see some snow coming down. Light snow, not as bad as what we saw areas further north or down south in London and St. Thomas. But if you want to be part of the programming, upload your pictures to upload.theweathernetwork.com.
Mm-hmm. Good idea. Send us your pictures. I was sending something on the weekend from the cottage, actually.
Yeah.
It's kind of winter-like. Yeah, it was very cold.
Speaking of blustering cold, Kevin's in Barrie this morning. And Kevin, now, this morning in Barrie, how does this compare to yesterday in St. Thomas? Because I know you were there as well. All right, thanks so much, Kevin. Temperatures are going to stay cool into the long range, and I'll talk more about that coming up in just a moment. 1 is our daytime high today, overnight, and into tomorrow morning. We are going to see a little bit of sunshine, but did you notice the snowflakes coming down? Trace amounts for the city of Toronto. Areas further north could see higher accumulations. We'll talk more about your long range in a second, but first, here's Tom. Lake effect snow, flurries at best for the city of Toronto. We're not going to be seeing any kind of accumulation. It's going to be even more so of a wet snow throughout the day tomorrow. We are looking at continuing flurries for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. The sunshine returns. Temperatures still below our seasonal average. We should be around 4 or 5 degrees this time of year. We're barely going to be hitting the freezing mark through most of the week. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us. It's Monday. It is November the 25th. It is a cool start to the day. It is a cold start to the day. I was going to put my parka on, but I forgot.
How did that happen?
No, just now I was going to put it
Oh,
on.
I see.
Not this morning. Are you crazy? My parka's like a duvet.
Well,
And then I walk like this.
Emily's tolerance for cold, as you probably know, is very minimal. So when she's been saying cool for the last month, I keep on saying, well, yeah, or she's been saying cold, it's saying, no, it's really cool. Now it's cold and you're saying it's cool.
Hey, it's cold.
All right.
It's really cold.
That's right, it is.
Kevin joins us in Barrie this morning. And Kevin, I know you were in London over the weekend. How does the snowfall compare there to what you're seeing in Barrie this morning? Thanks, Kevin. I also want to mention that Max sent in this great shot from Toronto, and you can see light snow coming down, covered on the roadway. If you'd like to be part of our programming, just upload your pictures to upload.theweathernetwork.com. Temperatures today, we're staying below seasonal, seeing a daytime high of 1, and again, we could see some light snow. Will that last into the long range? I have the answer coming up, but first, Tom, let us know about some of those delays. But we are going to be seeing light snow continue for the next few days. It's just a little bit of lake effect. It will start to clear by the end of the week, but then on the weekend, a little bit more coming back. It really feels as though winter is upon us. Now, we do have our winter outlook coming out tonight at 9 p.m., so you don't want to miss that. Biting winds and flurries. Yeah, it is going to be cool for the next few days. Temperatures staying below our seasonal average. And we've got a little bit of snow in our forecast. It's not going to be heavy amounts of snow, but it is going to be snow nonetheless, especially throughout the GTA. It's just really going to be flurries. But we do have some fairly gusty conditions, and we're going to have all those details coming up with Kevin Yard in just a few moments. Now, over the weekend, London and St. Thomas were the big winners. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. He is live in Barrie this morning. And Kevin, you actually got to experience some of the snowfall in London over the weekend. Now, we can see some flurries today, and the winds, they're going to pick up, making it very chilly. Hi there, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Monday. It is the 25th of November, and it's cold.
You are very fashionable. Lady in black, that's what I'll call you. The lady in black.
Honestly, this is what I wore to work this morning.
Holy. I mean, it really, it's cold enough that you really do need something that's quite warm, and that looks warm.
It's, I'm actually sweating a little bit, but it's kind of like being wrapped in a duvet. It's one of our beautiful Canada Goose parkas.
Parkas.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Very stylish, but very warm nonetheless, and that's what you really do need these days.
The temperatures are very cool this morning, and for more on that, we're going to head to Kevin Yard. He is in Barrie this morning, also wearing his Canada Goose parka. And Kevin, how are people faring in these cool temperatures this morning? Thanks, Kevin. I also want to mention this beautiful picture from Max from the city of Toronto. If you would like to be part of our programming, all you need to do is take a beautiful shot like this and then upload it to upload.theweathernetwork.com. Here's a quick look at our snowfall forecast. I'm actually starting to really sweat in this parka now. Our snowfall forecast, we're looking at about 5 to 10 centimeters for areas just along the shores of Erie and areas further north. In Toronto, well, we're kind of in a bubble, but east we could see a few snow flurries throughout Oshawa. A little bit of accumulation, no doubt of the question. Your long range is coming up, but first, here's Tom. Well, we are going to be seeing those snow showers continue for the next few days. Lake effect, we've got those northwesterly winds coming off Huron and Georgian Bay. So we could see a few centimeters, especially to higher elevations. Temperatures staying below our seasonal average. We should be closer to about 4 for this time of year, and we're barely going to be hitting the freezing mark for the rest of the week. It's Monday. It is November the 25th. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. We are Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. And you know what, Tom? I feel sorry for everybody except for us. I don't feel sorry for us at all.
Why?
Well, because it may be a little bit on the cold side here, but we don't have 70 centimeters of snow like they do in St. Thomas.
That is true.
We don't have 60 centimeters of snow like they do in London.
That is true.
We don't even have snow like they do in Texas or New Mexico.
That is true.
Yeah.
So we're doing okay so far.
We're all right.
It is. I'd be nice if it was a bit warmer.
Really, Tom? You want to be that spoiled?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Well, we joined Kevin Yard in Barrie this morning talking to people about how they feel about these cold temperatures. And Kevin, at least people are dressed for it by the looks of it. She's right, Kevin. It's just because you're crazy, not brave. Just crazy. All right, Max sent in this beautiful shot through Toronto, and we would love to see your stuff. All you need to do is upload your pictures or video to upload.theweathernetwork.com, and you can be part of the programming just like Max was. We'll talk about your long-range forecast. We'll let you know how long these cold temperatures will last. But first, Tom, What's going on with that accident in Waterdown? Thanks, Tom. Well, we are going to continue to see the risk of a few snow flurries for the next few days. We've got snow mixing with showers throughout the day tomorrow, so more so of a wet snow, just because temperatures are going to be hovering around the freezing marks for most areas. We're looking at 0 for Wednesday through Hamilton. By Thursday, sunshine returns, but temperatures take another dip. We're looking at -2, feeling more like -9 when you factor in the wind in Oshawa, and it's going to be even colder by the end of the week through Barrie. Trace, and we'll talk about the cold temperatures and the gusty conditions of Kevin Yard in just a moment. We've been dealing with snow blowers and shovels. Everybody's back and elbows have been getting a bit of a winter workout. Right, we're going to check in with Kevin Yard. He joins us in Barrie, Ontario this morning. Temperatures are cold, but for now, the snow is not flying. We're going to check in with Kevin Yard, who's in Barrie this morning in just a few moments. Over the weekend, snow blowers, shovels, along with backs and elbows, were getting a winter workout. All right, we're going to check in with Kevin. He joins us in Barrie, Ontario this morning. And Kevin, it is a cold start to the day, but everybody seems to be dressed for it this morning. Good morning. It's Monday. It is the 25th of November. Thanks so much for joining us here on the Weather Network. Cold starts the day, but we need to be thankful that we do not have 70 centimeters of snow on the ground.
Well, the poor folks down in St. Thomas sure are not so thankful. They got a pile of snow in London as well.
Like 2 feet of snow.
You know, my daughter just lives a little bit west of London. Nothing.
Wow.
Just a trace amount. So it's amazing how much those streamers stayed in line. But boy, it's not good.
Lake effect. Lots of fun, isn't it? Kevin joins us live in Barrie this morning. And Kevin, snowfall comparison is slight through Barrie, Ontario, but temperatures still on the cold side this morning. Yeah, he's too busy. Thanks, Kevin. I want to mention this beautiful photo in from Max from Toronto, Ontario, the snow coming down over the weekend. Now, we'd love to see your shots. If you would like to be part of the programming, all you need to do is upload the pictures to upload.theweathernetwork.com. Of course, you can always check in with us on Facebook. You can send me a tweet at EmilyTWN, or if you have very active weather in your area, give us a call on our storm line. It's 1-800-463-9463. We'd love to hear from you. All right, here's a look at our snowfall forecast for today. Areas down towards the eastern shores of Erie could see about 5 to 10 centimeters, and areas further north, heavier amounts. But for the most part, Toronto, we're nicely nestled in our little bubble. We're protected from these squalls. So we could see a few flurries, but not a lot of accumulation. Long-range details coming up. I'll let you know if it's going to warm up at all. But first, I'm going to turn things over to Tom. He has an update on those delays. Our temperatures for the remainder of the week are going to be below our seasonal average. We should be closer to 4 for this time of year. It's going to be cool tomorrow in Hamilton, only looking at a high of 1. We could see some light snow squalls. Same deal for Wednesday. By Thursday, snow continues to the east of the city, so we still could see a few centimeters by the end of the week. And again, temperatures are going to be cool on Thursday, feeling like -11 through Barrie. You're watching the Weather Network. We are Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. Thank you for joining us on this Monday. It's November the 25th. I'm Emily Vukovic. We love to see your pictures and video. Max sent in this beautiful shot from Toronto. And if you would like to be part of the show, you can be part of our programming. All you need to do is upload your pictures and your video to upload.theweathernetwork.com. Super simple. Today's a good chance to potentially take some nice snowy winter-like shots. It is going to feel closer to -6 this afternoon when you factor in those winds. Here's our snowfall forecast. Again, Toronto, we're kind of in that bubble, so we're just looking at flurries at best, but just a little bit towards the east and, of course, towards the north. In those snowbelt regions, we could see heavier amounts. Now, it is nothing in comparison to what they saw over the weekend. All right, well, into our long-range forecast, roads could be a little bit slick, because you know that even a tiny bit of snow can make for very slippery driving conditions, especially when the temperatures are cold enough for it to freeze if it comes down in a rain-snow mix like it just might throughout the day tomorrow. Now, we're looking at 1 for Wednesday, some light snow. Thursday, Friday, sunshine returns. Temperatures drop, especially on Thursday. It's actually going to feel closer to -9 when you factor in the wind chill. By the time we get to the end of the week, Friday, not bad. We'll see some sun, and then Saturday, a little bit more snow, and temperatures all this week staying below our seasonal average. Here, but we are barely going to be hitting the freezing mark in many areas, and it's going to feel a lot cooler when you factor in those winds. Thanks for joining us here on the Weather Network. We are Canada's #1 source for complete and accurate weather. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Monday. It is November the 25th. We've got 1 month left for shopping until Christmas. I was just reminded of that this morning. So thank you to all my Facebook friends that reminded me. We only have a month left until Christmas. It is certainly feeling Christmassy out with all of the snow that fell through London and in through St. Thomas and in through Barrie as well this past weekend. That's where Kevin Yard joins us. And Kevin, it's all about the snow and cold temperatures this morning, isn't it? Thanks, Kevin. Well, we are going to see a little bit of snowfall today. Some areas further south and further north could see heavier accumulations, but for the most part, we're looking at trace amounts through much of the GTA. Today, we're seeing a daytime high of 1. It's going to feel closer to -6. Tomorrow morning, we're looking at 0. And then by the afternoon, 2 degrees, but with those winds feeling a little cooler, it's really going to cool down as we get closer to Thursday, feeling closer to -8 when we factor in the winds. Looks as though we are going to hit below seasonal all week long. We should be closer to 4 degrees at this time of year for the city of Toronto.